So it's been a while since you've seen a marriage life or a family type of video, and we wanted to do one because we want to introduce you to someone very special.
And she's really, really cute. And who is she, Natalie? Who's upstairs? Who's sleeping right now? And what's her name? Raylan Sage.
And I think the last time we really kind of made a marriage life video, Nightly was still like very baby.
I know, he wasn't even talking.
How old are you, Nightly?
Tell everybody, how old are you?
2.
You're 2?
He's 2. He talks.
I know.
He drinks. He eats. Wait, he already
He's
did that.
sassy.
He did that when he was younger. Yeah. He's got attitude now. He's hilarious.
He is
He's
really
funnier
funny.
than me. He's going to take my mantle. Is that right? Say, that's right, Gato.
Bye, Papa.
Papo. He usually says it pretty good. But we just wanted to just say hi to you guys, and I wanted to say thank you for all your support recently. I'm still making a lot of videos, and recently it has been a little more difficult than normal because of, there's a little toddler and a 1-month-old.
7-week-old.
7-week-old. When you have little kids, it's just life gets so busy.
It's very busy. And then you don't get any sleep. And then you're always changing diapers. And you're always just out of it because you're so tired.
Yeah, tired is the key word. But aside from all this, we're going to introduce you to Raylan. Right here. Where's baby sister's hand? Let's get her hands. Show people her hands. Say, baby sister's tired. First, it's broken right now.
Hey, you. Give her a kiss. Isn't she so cute?
Hey, babe, can you do me a favor? Can you run into the bathroom? Why? She's
We have a good birth story. It was
We have a
actually
good birth story.
very
Every birth
interesting.
story is good and unique.
Every birth story is good and unique. Ours is just a little bit.
Ours is kind of
No, it's
hilarious.
fine. I'm sure there's someone out there that had a similar situation, but ours, it actually is funny now. At the time,
it was not
it was
funny
intense
at
and
all.
crazy, but now, haha, we laugh about it.
Yes. 9:30 p.m. December 29th, 2017. My water, actually we thought my water broke, but it ended up being my mucus plug. And so anyways, I had contractions starting from 11 p.m. on the night of the 29th to 4 a.m. in the morning. I just dealt with the contractions. I didn't wake up David because I knew that he would need to sleep to help me get through the hardest part and help take care of the newborn because you don't get any sleep with a newborn. And so
Except in the day, because they think it's funny to sleep all day and then wake up all night.
I know, it's
Those
the best.
newborns are jokesters.
And then what happened around, so my contractions stopped completely at 6 in the morning, and they were really, really intense. They were like 5 minutes apart, which is towards the end, kind of. And I called my midwives, and they came over, and they said, we're going to come over right now. We're going to see how far you're dilated, and we'll go from there.
And a lot of this terminology, mucus plug,
Water.
midwives, contractions and all that, when you're older, you'll probably find out what they mean, because some of you probably are like, what are they even talking about? I'm just here to see the baby. You will see the baby.
Yeah.
But you can Google those things if you want.
Yeah, you can fast forward through a birth story, and anybody else that wants to hear the birth story, you can still listen.
Yeah.
But anyways, my midwives came, and then they checked, and do you remember how far I was dilated when they came?
5 centimeters. I'm
I
pretty
was
sure.
5 centimeters dilated around 9 in the morning, and from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. I didn't have any contractions, and then the good part came.
Good
They
part.
told me that I would start having contractions and it's going to pick up really fast and that it's going to be intense, and to just make sure that we were ready to go to the birth center.
But they also said they most likely wouldn't give birth till that night. Like
Yes.
they were thinking even midnight.
They're like, yeah,
And it was
you're-
like 10 o'clock at the time, a.m.
Yes.
So they were saying maybe
So they're
at
just saying, they're
midnight.
saying rest, just sleep,
Yeah.
just get as much rest as you can. And so they were over at 9:30. They left around like 9:40.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 10:10, I had another contraction, and it was like super big one. And I was like, holy moly, like it just happened so
This
fast.
is exactly what she said.
Yeah, holy moly.
Holy moly, it just happened so fast. I was there.
Yeah. And then I started having really, really intense contractions, and they went from like 0 to 100 real fast.
Real quick.
Yeah,
One
they-
hundo.
and
Hundy. What's the word that kids use? I don't know.
And then my mom came in and was taking care of Nightly, so it was just David and I. And they were just, it was getting really bad by like 11:30. I was in the shower trying to deal with the contractions. And
I was watching The Office still.
yeah, no, you weren't.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, you were.
I was chilling on the bed.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hard for me, but
Yeah,
I was there.
He was there
to
for. He was
support.
just timing my contractions, so I would like whenever I like would nod at him because I couldn't even tell you because like they were so intense. Like I would just be like nodding at you, and you like be like, okay, start.
Yeah,
the
she would just
timer.
like grab my hand and be like, all right, it's time.
Yeah, let me.
Here's my
So
job.
he really did the hard work,
Contractions.
pressing the
I
number.
pushed the timer. It
Press
was
the-
hard.
yeah.
My finger got tired after a while.
And then I was in the shower, I was dealing with really hard contractions, and then they went from like 7 minutes apart to like 2 minutes apart. And we were supposed to be at the birth center when my contractions were 4 to 5 minutes apart. So that was pretty crazy. And then I honestly felt,
Well, here's the crazy part.
Yeah.
See, sometimes not pregnant, postpartum woman, like she just had a baby, their memory is a little foggy,
Fuzzy.
and then they start getting like sleepy out of nowhere. So what T's trying to say is, we weren't expecting the baby till that night.
yeah.
And after our midwives left, within an hour maybe, contractions picked up so much, they were going from 8 minutes, they
Apart.
dropped to 2 minutes apart like this, which is really not that normal. So we were
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, is the baby coming? Like, it came
I knew
so
the baby
fast.
was
and T
coming.
was like, the baby's coming. I was
And
like,
he didn't believe me.
I believed her, but I was like, I gotta call your midwives because that's like my job.
He
so
did not believe me.
I called the midwives, and they said, oh, just hang in there, wait like 15 minutes or so, and if it continues, then call us
Wait,
back.
by the way, I did not want to wait at all
She
because I
didn't wanna
knew
wait.
the baby was coming, and I kept telling David, the baby's coming, and he didn't listen to me.
I was only doing what I was told throughout all the baby appointments we had, to call the midwives. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do the little checklist, okay? But this checklist, they don't give you a checklist for this kind of scenario.
They actually
when
did. There was a
contractions-
checklist over
No,
there.
when for contractions go from 8 minutes to 2 minutes, because
That's
the
true.
natural thing is like 8 minutes, and oh my gosh, they're 6 minutes apart. Oh my gosh, they're 5 minutes apart. Holy moly, they're 3 minutes apart. Oh no, that's what it's supposed to go, and it's supposed to in a time frame. But T's went from 8 to 2 minutes in like within
hour.
within an hour period. So it was like, what? The baby? What's going on? Is this weird? So then T, gets out of the shower. She's like,
I like
she
falls
falls on the bed and she goes, the baby's coming out.
I did not say it like that.
She said, the baby's coming out.
No, that's not how I said it.
I don't know how she said, but she said the baby's coming out, and she was exhausted. I was like,
Well,
oh,
I actually don't
snap.
remember. Did I say it like
Yeah,
that?
you fell and you're like, the baby, it's coming out. So I think, oh snap, I gotta get ready to give birth. She's
Oh,
like,
that's
no,
funny.
David. So I try to get T and get her in that birthing position, and she slaps in my hand. She said, David, don't touch me. And I was like, oh snap, what? She goes, what are you doing? That's not, you just threw something.
No, you don't throw.
And then so T's like, take me to the hospital right now. So I
No,
was
we
like,
weren't going to the hospital.
I mean, take me to the birth center.
Wait, no, what happened was, yes, I slapped his hand, and you're missing key elements now. I had just come out of the shower, so I didn't even get to get fully clothed. I just
You had a
had
shirt
I had a shirt
and
and
your
an
underwear.
underwear on. So I didn't get dressed in the car.
And she said, just take me to the hospital. So T
The
jumps.
birth center.
The birth center. Sorry, hospital is just so natural to say.
It
Birth
is.
center. It's just, that's where T gave birth. This is just another place you give birth. So take me to the birth center.
Yes.
So T gets in the car, underwear and shirt only, goes in the back seat, and she's moaning and groaning. I grab the...
Moaning and groaning.
Yeah.
You make me seem like an animal.
Well, animals give birth too. It happens, and they make noises. T was just in a lot of pain because the contractions were coming so fast. I was like, let's just go. She was like, I told you we should have left to the birth center long ago. I was like, I was just doing what
I actually
midwives told me.
I wasn't even like able to like fully get out like everything I wanted to say. I'm like, I told you, and then I would start feeling a contraction and start feeling the urge to push because at that point I was in the car, the baby was coming out, coming down the birth canal.
We had it's usually called a hospital bag, but birth center bag, I guess in this case.
Yeah.
We had to grab that, put it in the car. So I start driving, and T's just in the back seat telling me that I'm the worst person in the. She was just really upset because she said, "I told you the baby was coming. I'm going to push.
True.
I'm going to have the baby in this car."
And I was not
like,
going to have the baby in the car.
Sweet! I'm about to bust out my phone, get millions of views on YouTube. Baby in the car, easy. I'm about to get popular. No. That's not what I thought, but maybe that thought crossed my mind for a second. For a second, I was like, this means I'm about to get 30 million views. Clickbait on had a baby in the car. Ooh, 30 million views. That's how people do it nowadays. But instead, I was like, no. Anyways, back to the story. So I'm like, I'm trying to get there. And T's like, she's having a rough time. The baby's coming. She thinks she's like,
the baby was coming.
She said that she was pushing. And she's like, I'm actually trying to hold the baby in.
Because your body, when you're ready to give birth, your body forces you into it. And so when I'm saying I was trying not to push, my body was already pushing the baby out. It's like the best way I can describe it is if you're sick and you have stomach flu and you don't want to throw up, but your body just throws up for you. That's exactly how it is. It's your body baby is pushes you.
Throw up from another place. But anyways. So we're 2 minutes away, and I tell T, hey, we're 2 minutes away. And she's like, you're a liar. We're not 2 minutes away. She really said that. And I was like, no, we really are. So we get to the birth center. We try to go through the back because we're supposed to go through the back because that's where you go in, and then they have a room ready for you to give birth. So I jump out of the car. I get her. She has no pants. Remember this still. And she just has a shirt and underwear on. And I'm carrying her to the back door, and it was locked. So I literally, because I can't run with T all the way around, I had to put her on the ground right there in front of the door, and she's no pants. And I run around. I was like, hey, your back door's not open. We got to get in. My wife's going to give birth. I felt like this was a movie at this point. And so we run to the back. We open the door, and when we're running to the back, all I see is T on all fours. Banging on the glass, saying, "Open the door! Open the door!
I was in tears.
He's coming!" She's
in
tears. She's literally on all fours, and the door's right here, and she's just banging on the glass. Open the door on the ground, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so bad because it just looks like a really bad situation." So we open the door, and she just starts bawling, and we had to carry her to the bed. And she's like, "Oh, it's coming, baby's coming." And then at this point, the midwives, they have to we have to take to her.
Just like the hospital, you have to get your blood pressure, make sure that your heart rate's normal, so that way they don't have to intervene in any way. You give birth. Normal.
So they just gotta check her vitals. That's what it is. They had to check her vitals, and T was like, "No, the baby's coming. I'm pushing."
I wasn't like this.
You were pretty emotional.
I talked to my midwives, and they said I wasn't bad at all. Compared to most women.
You don't pay me. I'm not trying to get that cash from you. I'm just telling you right now what I saw. And it's a rough time for you because it is. You're emotional.
Yeah. Okay.
She was going through a lot of pain, and there was emotion, and
I wasn't shouting at anybody though.
You weren't shouting, but your voice is a little higher than normal.
It was more emotional.
And it was very stern. It was like, no, I am not going to take vitals. This baby's coming. I'm pushing right now. It was more than average T, right? So then literally they put her down, and within 15, 20 minutes maybe,
she was out.
She comes out. The baby comes out healthy. Raylan comes out healthy. She's healthy. Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Before that, everything was chaos. Right then, everything was perfect. But
yeah.
And some women will do birth, they say natural, and some not natural. So T did it natural, which either way you're a champ.
Yeah,
I just say either way you're a champ because when you see birth happen, if you ever
there's
you're just
no judgment if you give birth at a hospital or get
possible. Yeah,
not because I actually had the epidural for a couple hours with Nightly.
Yeah, with Nightly she got the epidural. This time she was like, I want to try it normal, and I was like, are you crazy?
Natural.
Natural. I said, are you? I said, are you sure about that? And she was just like, David, I can do this. I am strong. I was like, okay, you're strong. Yep. And then when I saw her do it, I was like, dang, she is literally stronger than me because
it's true.
Sometimes I go poop and it hurts.
David.
I'm just kidding. You were disgusting.
You're so
I
dumb.
was like, I don't know if it was the size of a baby, how much that would hurt down there.
But
anyways,
what was okay?
When I saw her pushing, and the baby coming out, because it comes out of her, the baby comes out, and I was just like, I don't understand this right now. This looks so painful, but T was at the same time as she was emotional, she was very relaxed and pushing, and the baby came out, and I was just like, I told her already then, and I'll say it again here. I was so proud of her because she did it. Like I said, some women do with epidural, some don't. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's a champ. But what I was proud of the most was that T said she was gonna do it this way, and she did do it that way. It's like she said, I want to do it this way, and she did it natural, and she did it. And she put her mind to something, and she accomplished it. So that's what I was really proud of her.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I love my wife, you know. So it was a crazy story. It should be on a movie. Could be on a movie. We could literally make a video remaking it one day just for fun to show you how it went. She wouldn't be down. But yes, and then that's how Raylan came, and literally
So
it was
cute.
awesome. She came after that point when she was born.
Yeah.
Everything just kind of
Everything was
down.
calm and just chill.
Yeah,
but
so
everything leading up to it was
crazy.
pretty intense.
But it was just happened so fast. Like within a couple hours, she was here. Like we were like, oh, the baby will come later, and then boom, a couple hours later, baby's here. Raylan's with us. She's cute. She's healthy.
She's adorable.
She was 100% healthy. Raylan was 100% healthy.
Yeah.
Perfect scenario. Very, very awesome.
Yeah.
So that's T's birth story.
And then the end of the birth is when you give birth to the placenta. Because then you think it's over, but then they're like, oh, you still have to birth a blob out of you.
A blob.
And that was the scariest
And I was like, that's
thing.
not our kid, right? Because that is the blob. I thought it was a twin.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
it
Yeah,
is, yeah.
scary.
Ugh.
But the best part is when they just put the baby on your chest. Just I don't know. And
Yeah.
you get to meet the baby for the first time, and then they're all slimy.
And the truth is, there's that meme, which I think is funny. They're like, hey, does the baby look like the mom or the dad? And he says, well, I don't know. The baby was just born. It looks like a potato. Very true.
Yes,
Most babies,
they're not very cute when they're just
They're not
born.
the cute. You love them as your parents. You're like, wow, I love this baby.
She wasn't
and,
cute.
And she was cute to me because she's my daughter. But if you really saw her, you're like, this is
Disgusting.
It's not cute. It's kind of has gooey stuff all over it.
Yeah.
She's crying, and it's more that because she's my daughter. That's why you're like, oh, I love her. But if she wasn't my daughter and I saw another baby, I'd be like, potato. That's a potato. That's hopefully soon they'll. But now she's so cute.
She's so adorable.
She's 7 weeks, you said?
8 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah. Being a parent, it's hard because it's very busy, but the truth is, I know that Knightley and Raylan will never be this little again. These little smiles, these little laughs, these little cries, all these little... We'll never get to have it again.
Yeah.
They'll grow up, and one day they'll be teenagers, and just like you guys, they'll sit on their phone all day without their parents.
True.
And I'll say, Natalie, put that phone away and go talk to me. And you'll say, no, Dad, I'm doing the new dance, whatever it is in those years, it is, But
All the trends in the future.
when you grow older, you're right now they need us, and that's kind of cool. I love that Knightley and Ray, they need us.
Yeah, and they love us so much.
And they love us, and I'm like a superhero to him right now. And they want to be with us, and Knightley loves his mom. I know that he loves me, but I just know Knightley loves his mom.
He loves me the most.
Yeah, she does. He just loves her because he's always with her, and he's like his number one. So, we know one day they won't really need us anymore. So it is hard, and it gets difficult.
You're getting sentimental on everyone here.
I'm a real person, I do Juan, and there's other funny stuff, but I'm a real person. So
Yeah.
I normally don't show my real side because I'm just I try to be.
This
an
is the
entertainer.
real side. He's sentimental. He's actually way more emotional off camera. Very good dad. Very affectionate.
Those are all true statements.
Yeah.
So that's life right now.
It's been busy, but we just wanted to give you guys an update and introduce you to our daughter because
Yep.
we introduced you to Knightley when he was a baby. And sometimes I think I wish we did more videos when Knightley was a baby just so we have all of these videos of him so little. And I actually look back and watch these previous YouTube videos of Knightley when he was a baby. I'm like, oh, look how small he is. And so I kind of just want to keep up with
And
that.
if you want us to honestly do more consistent family stuff, really comment it because sometimes I do family stuff on my channel and it's hard because it usually doesn't do as well as my comedy skits. I understand because I do comedy skits, so you guys are used to that. So if you want me to do more family stuff, just comment. We want you to do more family stuff, and we'll do more family stuff on the channel. Other than that, thank you for sticking around if you're still watching this video, because I know my views on YouTube, they say people watch this for 1.5 minutes, and I'm like, dang, the video was 7 minutes long. Where did everyone go? I see that stuff. I see you guys leave.
I didn't know that you could see that.
I know when they leave.
Wow.
And I go, why did they leave so early? What's wrong with me? Anyways.
Everything.
Thank you. Everything's wrong.
I'm just joking.
You guys have fun.
Bye.